Samus is considered top or high tier by most people. When she's playing her game, she's incredibly strong. However, we do have something in our favor, which is that Samus's game plan is built on reads, not on reaction. She's forced to play rock, paper, scissors because she can't react and she lacks the tools to deal with pressure at close range. She has to guess constantly. So the main goal of this video will be to show you how to interrupt her game plan and exploit her options. But first, let's talk stages. In general, she likes big spaces and platforms. For example, if you feel like your character doesn't have an easy time breaking into her wall, I would prioritize going to smaller stages like small battlefield or battlefield. And I know battlefield is considered a big stage because it has big blast zones, but there isn't too much space to run away and reset neutral. Now obviously you can ban whatever you want, but it's always good to have a decent idea of what she likes in tournament. Now let's talk gameplay. Samus thrives at mid-range. Essentially, the threat of charge shot in neutral forces us to play her game of RPS. Let me explain. Samus is charging neutral B and you are about to enter what a friend of mine likes to call the flinch distance. Since she can't react, Samus players need to act before you. They can jump with an aerial, which beats an aerial approach, the most common approach, release charge shot, which beats a grounded approach, and cancel charge shot and grab you, which beats run and shield. But it's risky. If she gets it right in the RPS, she wins the interaction. This means damage, advantage, and the stock. If she gets it wrong, she might get punished, but more often than not, good players have a chance to reset neutral and try again. This happens dozens of times per game, which is why it can be so stressful to fight against her. A friend of mine jokes saying that if your head hurts while playing Samus, it means you're doing something right. It means you are playing the matchup. You need to think about this RPS constantly. Try to beat her at her game and then capitalize on her disadvantage. The less you let her play her game, the better. Now, going back to her flinch distance, I called it that instead of burst range or red zone because she literally flinches whenever you enter it. This is a common trait among zoners. The exact distance is just enough to cover her roll in. Try to move in there quickly so that she feels more threatened and she has to do something. Once you're there, play RPS and take note of what she does. Try to have a next step in mind already for whatever you're covering. Here are some examples. It's worth mentioning that there are times where you won't have enough time to punish. If this happens, resetting neutral and trying again is the nature of playing this match. You need to be patient. Your head has to hurt you. For example, if you guess correctly and you just want to punish her because you won and it's your chance, but Samus has enough time to raise her shield, then maybe it might be better to reset the situation. Her up B is frame 4 and it's great at punishing landing areas. Nevertheless, once you're in, make the most out of your advantage. Now, let's talk about edge guarding. These are just a couple of tips based on very general character tendencies, but it can help you close out the stock. So here we go. First, the biggest mistake I see when people are edge guarding Samus is that they jump out too soon. Don't jump out as soon as you see Samus is on edge guard situation because they will stall with bombs. So instead, just wait. Try to wait a little until you are certain they are within your range and then you can go up. Second, in general, they prefer to recover low. Up B has some invincibility on it, so that's just the nature of their recovery, but also tether grab is more reliable from below. So use this knowledge to your advantage as you know that in general, they don't feel comfortable recovering from above. Now when the situation is reversed, Samus has one of the best death traps in the entire game. This takes away multiple options from you, so there really isn't a magic formula to deal with it besides just mix it up. However, understanding what she's going for and what she wants the most might help you to take some of the pressure away. What she wants the most is for you to get hit by the morph bomb. She wants to combo her down B into something really painful and reset that situation over and over until she kills you. Morph bomb lingers and it covers normal get up and jump. So try avoiding these first. Instead, don't be afraid to just wait on the ledge and react for when Samus does something. Keep in mind that you cannot wait there forever, and sometimes even charge shot can hit you while grabbing the edge, so it's not free to hang in there. But she will have to sacrifice option coverage just for that, so keep that in mind and try reacting to when she does something. Other than that, just do your best not to be in that situation in the first place, and pray. Finally, here are some facts and common habits of the character. The first one is that neutral B, when it's 100% charged, it's -12 in shield. This means that in theory, most characters can punish it. However, everything below 99% charged has heavy ending lag in her animation, which makes it a lot safer. In other words, if Samus shoots you a decent charge neutral B, let's say around 50%, 99%, it will be a lot safer. So instead of trying to punish her right away, don't be afraid to read their next option, or reset neutral if this happens. This interaction in particular happens dozens of times in the Samus matchup, and the key is really to stay patient and don't overcommit. Number 2, it's kinda situational but still worth mentioning, is that Samus' jab sucks. Sometimes it doesn't connect, and when it does nothing. It is for these reasons that they tend to cancel jab 1 into something else, like pivot grab for example. This can happen when jab 1 hits your character or your character's shield. Trust me, there is a lot of mix-up potential, so try to get used to reacting and dash back, jump, roll, spot dodge. Just be wary of this move and train yourself to react to jab 1. Now, don't get me wrong, Samus is really strong, but hopefully with this guide it'll make it a bit easier to deal with her. Above all, try to stay patient, play RPS, take something for the headaches, and pray. Off to. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and if you are enjoying this series. I think the next character on queue is Snake, but let me know what else you would like to see. And yeah, shoutouts to Juancini and McDaniel for helping me record this video, and to my awesome editor. More videos coming soon, and yeah, see ya.